What is up, everybody? Mikey there, Panzernator here with another replay again in the Tirpitz. Just in case you didn't see the other video for today, or in case I upload these in an order different than what I have in mind when recording them. There's gonna be no Warships Wednesday stream tonight. I have a family function, family Christmas party, one of many. So buckle up. Maybe a little bit less on the streaming side in December. However, what we do have is the Tirpitz. Maybe my favorite ship in the game. Definitely the ship I have the most battles in. And Epicenter with our Tirpitz Circle of Doom. That is our secondary batteries. Let's get to it. Things are beautiful. Let's wreck some shop. And trust me, I just recorded this game not too long ago, within the past couple hours. This game was fantastic. You're going to want to stick around and watch it. Believe me. Donald Trump was, believe me, this game is fantastic. We will make World of Warships great again. I make the best ships. I'm the best YouTuber. Notzer sucks. Zoop sucks. I am the best Warships YouTuber. Believe me. It's going to be huge. Okay, so aside from the shit talk and shade thrown at people that are great members of the community, collab video, please, y'all. Anyone? No, I'm just joking. I mean, not, but I'm just saying stuff because it's late and I'm delirious. But that makes perfect Warships commentary. Almost as good as when I do it live. Like whenever I'm going to take a pot shot at this Nagato. Am I? I think I do. I'm going to shoot way the hell in front of him. I also have HE loaded. So I had just come from a game where things were shitty. And like our team was getting shellacked. And there was a destroyer and a cap. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to lose. Like, it was bad. I was like, we're like down to half strength and didn't lose anyone yet. It's like any second from losing. So I'm just like, let's load in HE and go into the cap. But it you know, of course, I died. And had HE loaded to start this game. So yeah, we're just trying to form our battle lines and see what happens. I mean, this game is indeed a fun one. In terms of matchmaking, the game before I'd been up tiered. This time, you know, I'm pretty good. You know, we got tier 7 Saipan carriers, which you know, they're pretty good. They're pretty tough to deal with. Oh, Shinga Colorado, nothing of note there. I don't kill him. Ha, psych, I get him. No, I don't. Do I? I don't. That would have to be a detonation. I like get a ricochet. So no, not quite a Kobe to start the game. But we got some tier 6s and some tier 7s. So, should be fun. They have a Tirpitz and a Bismarck, and, well, I am the Tirpitz. We also have an Atlanta Gneiss now. Like, we have some of the fun ships right here. This trio. Ognavoy, not so much. I played a decent amount in the Ognavoy. But I don't know. I haven't really tried destroyers out since I redid Smoke. Since it's, you know, no longer an impervious curtain of you can't see me when I'm inside, which does make sense. That definitely needed to be rebuilt. But yeah, excuse my yawning again. I'm trying to have energy, but I yawn like all the time. I feel like I do like kind of like a, you know, high intensity training, like personal trainer workout type class type of deal. And even during that, like when I'm like close to max heart rate, like can't catch my breath, you know, in the middle of like a big, like 45-minute, hour-long workout, I'm just like sitting there, like kind of, you know, standing there waiting for him to tell the class to go, you know, start. I'm sitting there yawning, like, oh. I'm like, I probably shouldn't be yawning at an 11:30 workout class, but it's the way I am. I happen to yawn. If anyone has a problem with that, well, too freaking bad. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just kind of derping around. I don't really know what I'm doing to start. I don't think our team really knows what we're doing. I mean, we've already lost 2 ships. Far from ideal. Taking some heavy damage, but good thing we're a tough nut to crack. The Atlanta's doing Atlanta things. Just raining hell upon this Nuremberg. And I played a lot of games tonight. I think I only got 1 or 2 replays out of it. Maybe just 1. I don't know. I'm not sure. This might be the only one. But I swear, about half the ships I killed were Nurembergs. Like, I almost feel bad for the ship. Like, and speaking of killing Nurembergs, like I citadeled him from the back. Like that's just mean. He deserved it. It quite frankly should have been worse. That's a quote for people who don't understand. It's also, I'll explain it one day maybe. This Borganice now is probably gonna eat some torpedoes. Frickin' Minsk, damn Russian destroyers. Unbelievable. But yeah, so now we're only down 3 ships to 1. I mean, we're still down 2 ships because even the odds. But there's a Cleveland, and I decided, you know what, let's shoot at the Cleveland. And we kind of aim a little too far forward, but we 7,300 damage on not the best salvo, 3 overpins and 1 pin. Yeah, we're a bit of an overmatch for a Cleveland as is. Never mind, you know, we're 2 tiers higher and all that, and he has a full broadside, so try and shoot him. I don't think I think I got that shot off just a second too late. Yeah, pretty much all those hit the island. Except for the one that didn't, did 1914 damage and an incapacitation. I think that was his turret. A little love tap for my fellow Gneiss now. You know, the Kriegsmarine, we're tied here in the Kriegsmarine, right guys? Something like that? I don't know. Actually not entirely true. Pretty much all the German ships operated independently. That's neither here nor there. The German Navy wasn't as big of a story in World War II as, you know, say, the Japanese versus the Americans. Pacific's a bit more of a naval war. Enough history lesson. I'm not here to diss other countries' navies. I'm here to win a game, and I'm getting shellacked. So, what I do is I do what anyone would do. I just keep turning around and keep, you know, going back and forth. That's one thing. That's kind of one tip I have for people in the game. If you're getting shellacked, or if heading in one direction seems like a bad idea, go somewhere else. Turn around. Like, granted, if you show a full broadside, you might get sent back to port. But, I mean, you know, if you time it right and with islands and all that, like, turning around isn't the worst thing in the world. Also, there's a destroyer that got into our backfield, so that's kind of fun. But we have the cap, so good for us, if you ask me. We gotta sink the Bismarck. The world depends on us. That is always the battle cry. Of course it is. I guess other important things to know. Still working on the Island Moto campaign, as I said in the previous video or the future video. Again, I don't know which order I'm uploading these in, but you will get 2 Warship videos on this Wednesday since I won't do the stream. I think I will do more of that. Quite frankly, I just don't know. I like, you know, moved a bunch of stuff, a bunch of series around to make room for Battlefront and the COD World War II campaign. And right now, I don't really know what to do since I finished the COD campaign and the Battlefront campaign. So, although I think they're adding more stuff because of The Last Jedi. But anyhow, we're what I do is I cut the throttle because I think this Cleveland might poke his head out, and I don't want to get closer to that destroyer. So I just kind of cut throttle and just kind of chill back. Bismarck isn't exactly looking for me. Like this Cleveland, like he's so close to being able to just get absolutely shellacked. And oh, there he is. He peeked out a little bit. We're gonna make him pay for it. Goodbye, sweet prince. Don't give me an inch. I mean, granted, I am 2 tiers higher than them, and just screw this destroyer. This destroyer is a piece of shit who deserves to just go. Like, you just go away, dude. Go away. Oh, look at Bismarck on low health, and he's in a decent range. Let's shoot him, said Mikey. And shoot him he did. What happens when he shoots him? Well, you see, what happens? Well, he misses every shot. Because shell dispersion can be a bitch sometimes. Turning to get the other guns on him. Let's see if our rear turrets have any more luck. Or will Rock Theron survive to see another day? We did do an overpin and an incapacitation, so that's kind of neat. And yeah, I just decided to start sailing for this this cloud of smoke. I'm like, you know what? Fuck the Russians. I'm gonna torpedo. I'm gonna launch torpedoes. It's the smoke cloud and his last known position are out of range, but you know, I'm hoping he sees them and just runs away. And well, he's already got the running away part down pat. So there we go. The Bismarck got sunk by someone. I kind of missed that. And there's torpedo bombers inbound. because the Saipan is a jackass. But anyhow, we decided to go in. You know, it is Epicenter. Our job is to control the middle, so that's what we'll do. And also, you know, to provide more AA fire support for our friends. But yeah, we got a Fuso about to poke his head out. I'm noticing I'm preying on a lot of tier 6 ships right now, but then again, you know what? Might as well. Their guns hurt too, so as evidenced by the Minsk, which is, it's a tier 7, it's not tier 6, but fucking Russians, man. Motherfucking Russians. Pisses me off. Really wish he would just go away. But do I shotgun of death him? No, because he's a little bitch and just turns and shit. And he's in range of my secondary, so I make sure he pays. I definitely make sure he pays. Gonna get a little bit of health back because why not? Always good. Love me some German secondaries. And we're kind of sailing into them. Replays need a lot of work still. Wargaming, please. That'd be nice. And yeah, there's just a lot of people to shoot at, including the Saipan. So I'm like, you know what? Let's wreck the Saipan. Fire some shots there. I slow down because I don't want to sail in the middle of these ships. I like the angle I have right now. Overpin and not that much damage. We lost a ship. They lost a ship. We captured another zone, which is nice. Another just overpins upon overpins. I don't know. I'm torn between using high explosives and armor piercing versus carriers, because when you Citadel carrier, boy does it do a lot of damage, but you can also Citadel them with high explosives sometimes, and you know, the whole set their flight deck on fire and they can't launch type of deal, even though they're rebalancing that and blah blah blah, you know what I mean, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we're just setting our secondaries on a bunch of ships, and we're gonna sail into these motherfuckers, and we're gonna make sure some of them are hurting whenever they wake up in Davy Jones' locker. Like this Colorado, yeah, he's showing a broadside, he's in secondary range, he's not long for this world. Hat trick. See, that's a tier 7, that's a more respectable target. Torpedo bombers inbound, Nagato and Atago, and torpedo bombers. Yeah, it's just far from ideal. I decided to turn into the torpedo bombers. I was gonna launch some shells in the Saipan. Our Saipan, yeah, he's doing pretty good. You know, apparently the Bismarck, I think, is the one talking. Procteron's like, yeah, your carrier's doing good, which our carrier is doing good. He just saved my ass there. But instead we have our battleships, and I realized, I'm like, wait, these guys are perfect torpedo range, and I, you know, end up actually launching torpedoes at them, which is very nice. I don't know why I'm going this way. I'm about to run myself into this island, so that's far from ideal. I don't even know if I realize I'm about to run into an island whenever I'm recording this, but yep, that is what happens. We have a Nagato. Oh yeah, I run into this island 100%. That's the wonderful world of replays for you. I run into this island, I'm like, shit! I did not realize that. I realized I am not long for this world, and so I just try and go down swinging against the Nagato. Using a lot of secondaries right there, and of course the carrier steals my kill, which is unfortunate. I have 3 fires going, which absolutely blows. Yeah, we're not long for this world. Torpedo bombers incoming. Aoba shooting. I don't think I even get another shot off. But pretty good. Can't complain about what I accomplished. 2 citadels, 3 kills, 126 secondary hits, 3 fires. I mean, pretty good game from our perspective. But I mean, this is a close one. We gotta watch the rest of this. I'm looking at this key premium jet battleship. I don't see them that often. Just start seeing them today. Hell, they might just be brand new as of now, and I'm just living under a rock and not understanding it. But yeah, this Aoba and Battleship kind of need to go into the cap zone to figure shit out, kill some destroyers, and try and maintain this lead for us. So that is exactly what is going to happen. Our Aoba, as glitchy as the replays make it, is going to sail into the cap, and we shall do it. Guys, do not chase the DD. We need the points. And our Aoba's like, hell yeah, I know what I'm doing. Bro, I got this. At least that's what I think he's saying. Anyhow, he's sailing in, you know, going into the cap, trying to make plays, trying to do big things. And yeah, because they have, you know, there's the Atago up there, which if I'm in I was never brave enough in my Aoba to go up against an Atago. But you know what? Duty calls, right? That carrier is making life miserable for our battleship. I don't know why our carrier just doesn't park some, what's it called? Some fighters over him. Luckily, our Aoba is using armor piercing to just absolutely get a good chunk of damage and kind of even the odds of the Atago. And of course, I'm worried about that destroyer coming around the island that I just looked at right there. It's kind of good. I mean, I kind of like how the replays show you what you looked at, because I don't know. Oh, damn, yawning. That key absolutely shellacked the Atago. Wow. Like, I forgot that happened, and then it happened. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember it now. You know, of course, these replays jog your memory. That's kind of the whole point. But I like how it shows who you watch, who like you spectate after you die, because you know I can kind of take people through the thought process of what I see and what I like to think. Because honestly, I'm probably a better Warships coach than I am a Warships player. Not necessarily. You know, you do need some talent that I think would come in the way of leads and all that. But yeah, this Aoba and this Benson, like, oh god. It doesn't help though that their destroyers are kind of converging on our carrier. That is far from ideal. But this Benson, well, he's gonna get shot, that's for sure. He's definitely launched torpedoes, and we will see if our Aoba can do some torpedo beats. I think he's gonna be fine. He looks, yeah, he's good. We're good, team. But yeah, he needs to kick up the throttle so this Benson doesn't get around the island and escape him. We need the Benson dead. He's the biggest threat to us controlling the cap, which is important. We want to control the cap. There he goes, down to 649 hit points. The Aoba secondaries are trying. That salvo woofs. But, you know, he has some shells. But, hey, his secondaries is like 2, like, secondary guns actually get him. Our carrier, I think, is about to die. I don't watch the carrier because I'm watching this guy in the cap, because I recognize he's the most important. And our carrier burns to Davy Jones's locker. And, well, he gets torpedoes dropped on him, but they were dropped too early. Fails to arm and just bounces off the hull. That was a scary moment right there, and a big time play. The fighters are not exactly doing ideal work. Again, if I'm a carrier captain, I'm about to die, and you know, especially in this situation, I just highlight my fighters, say, guard the Aoba, and that's it. But you know what? He was helpful. Our carrier was actually very good. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look at it. He got a kill. A kill he stole from me, but a kill nonetheless. I mean, you know, he who liveth by the kill steal dieth by the kill steal, aka I steal kills all the time, so I shouldn't bitch about getting them stolen from me. This guy just absolutely plays this one torpedo bomber so poorly. He takes it on the nose, but luckily has enough of a hit point pool to suck it up, and I don't think it causes flooding. If it did, he repaired it right away. But we have all 3 caps, and they got to come and get it from him. And, you know, there's a destroyer, and we shall see what he does. Although the destroyer is shooting at him, it's that motherfucking Minsk. Unbelievable. The Aoba shooting at him. I kind of watch the shells because I just want this Russian to die, quite frankly. I have no desire for him to live. But, you know, our score's slowly ticking up. As long as the Aoba lives, then we will win. Especially, you know, since we have all 3 caps. And if he just kills the destroyer, it just makes the process go that much faster. Although it doesn't look like that will happen, especially with aim like that and the rate the score's ticking up. Victory for the good guys. So, yep, there we go. That's the Aoba. Aoba coming in clutch for us. good game overall. I like to think I contribute a lot with my 80,000 damage, 3 kills, 126 secondary hits. I love my secondaries. And yeah, you know, 4th place, the key, the Saipan, and yours truly rounding out the top 3 after, of course, our clutch Aoba won the game for us. And, you know, it's a Tirpitz game. A little bit of everything. About 10,000 from fires, about 12,000 from secondaries, and about 60,000 from the main battery. So that is it for this episode of Warships Wednesday. Unfortunately, there will not be a stream. Hope to see you in the next episode. But until then, this is Panzernator signing out. See ya, nerds.